Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne, back again for your mid-November horoscopes. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aquarius. And I just want to say thank you for all of your lovely comments and for, messaging me and everything. I feel like you guys are sending out a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. The latest for me is that I am going to be moving all the way across the country from Virginia to Washington State. So, and this is happening between the 22nd and the 26th, and I'm going to be driving all the way across. So, I've been telling everybody to call my cell phone if you guys want to do an impromptu reading. Good to get. I can still schedule people for in the evenings when I'm at, I'll probably stop. I'm stopping at a couple places, a couple friends' houses, and at some hotels. So I'm still doing readings. It's just my availability is a little bit less because I'm moving, so all that way. So but anyways, I love to do private readings. If you guys want a private reading, feel free to email me at elizabetholson31@gmail.com, and I can give you my cell phone if you like, and you can call me if you don't really know when a good time for you would be, or if you want to do more like an impromptu thing. You can always try my cell phone. But because I'm going all the way across the country, I'm going to be in and out of, my reception may not be, in just certain areas. Once I get to, Colorado and Idaho, those places, it's, touch and go. So anyways, I just wanted to give you an update on that. And I will be resuming my daily videos early December once I've settled in and kind of got things back to normal. I might do them on my trip. I am not sure yet, depending on how tired I am. And I originally went on a trip, over a week ago now, and I got sick, actually. I went home to see my family, and I got sick, and I came back, and I've just been kind of struggling to just kind of keep it all together. But anyways, that's the update for me. Let me give you an update for you, Aquarius. Just gonna roll out, some cards here and see what I get. Okay, so where you are right now is there's a timing issue. Either it's time to get going or it's time to wait. And I wrote on the top of this card, it's time to pluck the fruit. So that generally means, for me, this card is about, it's time. It's time. Everything that's happening is very timely. You may not have a lot of time. You may be crunched for time. You may feel like, there's pressure. I feel like Aquarius, because I'm a double Aquarius, I've been feeling a lot of pressure. And that's the T-square that we got, Uranus-Pluto thing that's going on, going into December. It's just not a fun energy. It's a push-pull thing. But this is time, it's time to make changes, It's sort of like you may have been waiting for a while on something, a long while, for something to come to fruition. And literally, that's the path that you're on. You've been waiting, and now is the time. Now things are coming to fruition. So for me, it's timely that I'm moving. So you may be making a big change. This may be you've been waiting for the right time to do something. I feel like it's career. Maybe it's, time for you guys to switch career, something in career, change jobs. Some of you could be moving as well. But this is just, the path that you're on is actually really good. It means that, like, you're harvesting right now. Like, the garden of your life, you're harvesting. It's time to harvest. It's time to reap the harvest. It's not really necessarily a time to, I guess you could say it's a time of completion. It's not necessarily a time to start a lot of new things. You may feel like you're blocked from starting new things. It's just more of a time of completion. So it may be a little bit harder to get some things locked in as far as starting new things. But it's sort of like with completion, you're starting over too. So it's sort of like, I think it's just right now the time issue. It's a timing issue. I would say give it a little bit more time. Be patient, because as you can see, these fruits are really ripe. These fruits are not as ripe. So one thing at a time. One thing. Slowly, carefully get those things done, and be conscious about when you're doing things and how you have them set up. What's crossing you is actually the Four of Wands, which is jumping for joy, feeling joyful, being happy. This is really, really good. I'm happy for you. It says all good things are possible. And for those of you who feel like right now you're not feeling it, give it a minute, give it a day, give it 2 days. This is for mid-November. So give until the end of the month and see how you feel. And, things can shift. Things can easily shift. It's interesting. The foundation card is the spiritual card. This is the High Priestess. This is, maybe you're watching this video because you're seeking, kind of higher counsel. This can be, some of you may be very, very spiritual. Some of you may have your own psychic gifts or mediumship gifts. And this is in the past, and then this is the foundation. In the past, you were maybe able to shed some light on things for other people. But the foundation is interesting. It's like you already know the answer. I feel like Aquarius is, you kind of already know. It's funny. You guys already kind of know what you need to do. You guys always know. So don't second guess yourself. If you feel like you know what the answer is, you don't have to ask everybody in the universe what their opinion is, because you already know. By the way, I am drinking this really good marshmallow root tea. Marshmallow root is amazing for people who have had upper respiratory issues. It actually really is soothing for your throat. So if you have a sore throat or you're sick, and this is going into cold and flu season, and as you can see, I have two tea bags in there. That's because I load up. I like it to be strong. Marshmallow root is very mild. It's actually good for urinary tract infections too. People who are struggling with kidney, bladder issues. So just, that's what I'm drinking. Anyways, what's crowning you right now is the social card. So we're coming right up on Thanksgiving. So I don't know, I kind of feel like it's not necessarily Thanksgiving. I feel like maybe you're in touch with more your friends. Maybe getting together with people that you haven't seen in a long time. Could be Thanksgiving, but this is like right now. So I feel like it's interesting. You need to have more fun. That's the message. I feel like you're not having as much fun. You're not really feeling fun. You want to have fun. Aquariuses love to have fun. But I feel like Aquariuses get bogged down easily with all this stuff, this head stuff, the worries, what's going on, the drama. So some of you may be already having fun, but some of you, I feel that's very strong. Some of you just need to have more fun. That's the message. Do something fun. Go out. Some of you I feel like really just need to go to dinner. Some of you just need to go out with some friends and go to dinner and have a fun night. Get some girlfriends together. If you have a chance to hang out with your girlfriends, this is kind of noted here. Some of you may have only one good girlfriend, you know, but this is girl time. It's kind of like you need more girl time. And if you're a guy, this just means, you know, you're going to be social. You're going to be more social. Or that's what's kind of crowning you. That's what's going on right now. Or you're thinking about it anyways. And then what's right around the corner is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is going for it. Taking action, singing, dancing, being active. Really, it's sort of like I guess the opposite of this would be like fear, you know, being afraid to take action. I'm going to show you the opposite card just because I find it interesting. I like to compare things. And I feel like the message is don't be afraid. Don't chicken out. Just grab life by the horns and stare it down and be like, okay, no, this is what I'm doing. This is how it's got to be, and go for it. And don't let anybody stop you. Yeah, this is the fear card. I'm just going to show you this because Aquarians have a lot of interesting head energy. You know, it's that circular worry, fear stuff that a lot of times happens. And this is that worry. You know, the circular worry. And some of you may actually be doing this, but the message is actually to do this. And this is what you don't see coming. You need to take action. You need to just get up and go. And that's what needs to happen. You just need to go. Whether you're thinking of taking a trip, whether you're moving, whatever it is you need to do, do it. This is action. This is going. This is going big or go home. You know, that's how that is. And then, interestingly, your emotions. Emotionally, you're having kind of a tough time. This is blocked. It's like you're emotionally blocked from, I guess, from feeling empowered. You don't emotionally feel empowered. You feel, you know, all these other things that aren't empowering you emotionally. You may feel like no matter what you do right now, emotionally, you're not really feeling happy. You're not emotionally feeling like deep down a sense of contentment and peace. This is also somebody who is blocking you actively. This is a male figure, or can be female, strong female figure in your life that's causing you emotional stress. It's just interesting because the Emperor is a very powerful figure. This could be someone who's dictating the law, and you're like, no. And Aquariuses don't like to be told what to do. And so this could be like you having to like bend to a law or bend to rules, or, you know, somebody else is sort of in your life that's dictating things, and you're like not having it. You're just like not feeling it, you know? You're done with this. You know, you're really over this person. I feel like some of you, it's your husband. And some of you, it's, again, the law. The law is coming to me. I don't know why. It's just the law. Maybe, you know, you're in a legal situation. You know, this could be a lawyer, you know, that's very strong, that's just unbending, you know, that you're having to deal with. And you're also struggling with fate, because this card is also fate. And when you're fated in life, just so you know, when you're fated in life, it's sort of like fate comes in and says, you say, okay, I want to go here. And fate's like, no, you don't get to go there because you're fated to be over here. And you're like, wait, what just happened? WTF. You're like, holy shit, I really need to go here. Like, no, like, this has to happen. And they're like, no, you need to go over here. And you're like, okay. And then you go over there and you got issues because for whatever reason the fate changes its mind, and you're like, and they're like, well, now you need to go here. And you're like, wait, what just happened? I just went from, you said I wanted to go here, but you're saying I need to go here, but now you're saying I need to go here. And so it just causes, Aquarians, this may be causing you some confusion. This may be causing you some grief. This may be causing you some just, you're not knowing. You don't feel like you're in control. You don't, and Aquariuses need to feel that, because Aquarius are really strong. They like to feel like they're the leader, you know, that you're leading your own life. And it may not feel like you're leading your life. You may feel like somebody else is leading your life. And it's kind of an uncomfortable emotional feeling. And then you're the Queen of Swords. This is you. It's interesting because you are you're bitter, and you don't want to let anyone in, and you don't want to get hurt. And so the interesting thing is normally the position of a lot of, like, okay, let's just say, for instance, this card, this is what was right around the corner. This card was what was coming in from the universe. It's actually going this way, because she even though she's kind of looking down, it's still going this way. But if you see in this card, she's looking the other way, right? She's looking out. And because she's looking out, it's like she's blocking herself and not letting the universe come in. And fate wants to come in, and fate was saying, you know, you need to do this, and you, Aquarius, are just not, you're blocked right now, because you're trying to be active and control, and the universe needs to take a little bit of control. So the best thing to do would be to say, okay, I'm going to ease up on trying to control everything in my life and just go more with the flow. Because if you go more with the flow, if this is the summer, if she turned into the summer fairy, she'd feel like she was loved. She'd feel like she was able to go with the flow. She'd feel like she's able to trust. But because she's been hurt before, she's having a difficult time trusting that the universe is going to bring her joy and happiness. And it's stressful. And that's why she's blocked. That's why you're blocked, Aquarius. So, and then interesting thing also too, this is your attitude. And your attitude is, you know, you're chained to the devil. You're tortured by, you know, you're tortured by the devil. And the devil is some, you know, it's also negative. It's negative, that negative Nancy in your head, you know, that says you're never going to get there. You're never going to find it. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to have Mr. Right. You're never da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're just like, you're like, I can't, there's this element of feeling like you can't deal with that, but you also are having a hard time financially. And so you're having a hard time figuring out how to go forward in your life with all of this stuff going on. And with this voice in your head and the negativity, it's kind of like you're in just a negative place. And your attitude is negative, and your attitude needs to be more like, you need to seriously break free from this and say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to do what I want to do. And, but not in the, okay, so there's two things. This is kind of complicated, but basically, well, three things. The Emperor is saying you're having to deal with fate, and fate is emotionally tough because that means you're not as much in control. you've been hurt in the past, so you're mistrustful. You're having a hard time trusting that the universe is going to bring you something good. So, but at the same time, you're resistant to all the good things that the universe could bring to you because you don't know what to trust. You don't know who to trust. You think that no matter what happens, it's gonna, you're gonna get hurt, and then the devil, you're chained to the devil, and the devil is all that is tempting and worldly and selfish, and you may be in a relationship with a Capricorn or someone who's very much the devil, and if you're not in a relationship and you're single, I feel like you feel trapped in the situation that you're in. And the only way for you to get through this is to literally break free and to say, okay, screw it all. I'm going to break out of this and I'm going to just go do what I need to do and trust that things will sort of settle into place for you. I just pulled another card. If you do that, there is this interesting element. You've got this fate, and then you've got the wheel of fortune, which is free will. And, you do get to decide, you do have a say in this. So it's like, you need to decide. You get to choose your fate. You get to choose or exercise free will. Sorry, not choose your fate. You've got two things going on. You've got the universe realigning you into things that are fated. Places that you're supposed to be. But then you also have free will. So along that journey, you get to choose. So it's complicated. It's a complicated situation. But you do need to break free of it. If you break free of it, then you will be choosing, and you'll be choosing wisely. And once you do break free, you're going to be riding into the sunset. It's a beautiful victory. But you must break free. The only way that you're going to ride into the sunset and things are going to be great is if you break free. If you don't break free, then you just got to find a way to say, no, I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to embrace life to the fullest, and I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to, things are going to be okay. You need to know and trust that things will be okay. And they will be. They will. And I always say that. You guys it's kind of a difficult time. It's interesting time for you. Interesting. A lot of different things happening. Just remember, 3 things. You've got fate. Okay? You've got fate, which is realigning you, and you will find that it's going to turn out fine, okay? But in the meantime, it may seem like, what the fuck just happened, okay? Trust, be more trusting that things will work out, and break free from whatever situation that you're in. You've got to let some things go, and you've got to just break free of it and not think about it and move on and start over. Knowing that it may not be time to do some of the things that you want to do. It may be timely to wait a little while longer, but it also may be time for some of you to go. Just go for it. So on that note, I'm going to be back for the December 2014 monthly horoscopes for you guys. So stay tuned for those. And like I said, I will be back with more dailies later on. Feel free to email me if you'd like a private reading. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much. Send you big hugs, big kisses. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.